Hi, everybody. It is February the 10th. And so God and I had a fun conversation this morning. I was kind of driving along and going, okay, God, what are we going to encounter today? As I sometimes do. And sometimes he answers, sometimes he doesn't. And so I'm driving along and listening to the radio. And I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of Christian music, it's real. And so it's like, I've sinned, mercy has covered me, or I'm not worthy because, of who I am and things I've done, but, God still loves me. And, all this about, humans are basically, they just are. And so, it made me start thinking and talking to God, going, I'm pretty straightforward trusting, God says do this, I do this if as much as I can, or, if it says God did that, I believe God did that in the Bible. But the only time I start to not lack trust in God, but question God, I guess, is when I start thinking about humans and what a mess we are as a race. And, God knows the beginning from the end, so he knows what a hot mess we are. And yet he chose to make humans anyway. And so I was like, God, why would you do that? I mean, we're rebellious. We make wrong choices. We're rude. We're inconsiderate. And you knew that. And you did it anyway. Why would you do that? Like, I'm questioning, were you really thinking right? And God basically say to me, did you have kids? And I just started busting it up. I'm like, yeah, I did. And it's like, did you know what having kids was going to be like before? And I'm like, well, yeah, they can be rude and disrespectful and make bad choices and they stink and all that. And I knew about it ahead of time. I babysat. I had some really, really bad kids that I babysat and some awesome kids. And yet I chose to do it anyway. And so I'm like, okay, I get it a little bit. And I just, I appreciate God's humor and his answer, especially when it's something that I seriously question sometimes when I look around and I'm like, why would he put up with us? Yes, it's the same reason I put up with my kids, because I love them. I made them, I created them, and I wouldn't have the world without them. So there you go. That's a conversation God and I had this morning. So it was kind of lighthearted and yet poignant too. So that's where God found me today. And talk to him, ask questions. You never know what you're going to get. God in the universe is funny. He really is.